Hello, everyone. This is sprint review for YakShaver. We have a fantastic sprint this week. Let's have a look what we have done. So our goal from previous spring was to roll out to a second customer, and however we are getting that done. It's still in progress. And this spring was a 1 week sprint, and we have everyone full time. Tom was on client work 2 days. Then let's go through the done PBIs. So let's look at the important ones. Baba has finally able to place the new YakShaver item on top of GitHub project. Baba, are you able to give us a demo on that?
Yes, could you please open the PBI? I
Sure.
have added a screenshot there. Yeah. So basically now for each project, we can configure the settings to place it on top or on bottom. And before that, we need to also select the GitHub organization project. Yeah,
right.
that's correct.
Awesome.
That's
so
awesome.
Yuli will be happy about
that. Yes. And
so hang on, is that now the case? So for every GitHub project that I shave, it'll be at the top, or do I need to do some config for all those projects?
So I saw your feedback issue created, but we haven't worked on this yet. So
okay, so I know that you can manually set it so that it's at the top. Have we at least done that for all our GitHub projects?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we just haven't set it as the default yet.
Yeah. That's right.
But there's a PBI for that, which we'll work on later.
Yeah.
But from my point of view now, every time I shave, boom, it's at the top. What about Azure DevOps projects?
There's also a PBI for Azure DevOps.
Okay, cool. Let's get that one, Callum, if we can, soonish, because that is awesome. Then I'm a happy stakeholder.
Sure.
All right, let's carry on. So there are a few bugs that fixed by Lewis. Now we have all the YakShaver China 5 PBIs created. Those were got approved. Next one is a good one, Zeno. So Zeno has made the changes to our Teams UI. Zeno will give us some demos.
Yes. So here's the update to the YakShaver Teams vote. When you enter Hi, you will got a welcome card, and here on the top right corners, we got a new buttons show the current plan of your YakShaver subscription. And when you click this button, it will pop over with a smaller card. It will show your current plan, the state, and the renew data, and also the remain credits for your plan. And you can go to the subscription page by clicking this button, and you can upload your plan here. Yeah.
That's awesome. Sorry, go back to that page again.
Oh, sorry.
Because a common situation would be that they need to buy a booster, right? Like they're running out of shaves for that month, but they don't want to upgrade their plan. They just want to buy a booster. Go back to the view all plans. Click on the view all plans again.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking a common situation would be that they wouldn't want to upgrade their plan. They just want a booster. So scroll down a little bit. So that credit pack, maybe that should be higher. I'm not sure. I just feel like that's the most likely thing they're going to want when they get here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this should be like update to the portal pages, but not include this in these PRs.
Yep. Should we shave that quickly?
What are we asking for though? I'm not quite sure, because I don't think it makes sense to always have that at the top. Maybe
could you have it when you've run out of credit, you put it on the top, otherwise you put it on the bottom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. Shave it. Okay. We can test to see that the newly shaved thing goes to the top of the backlog. Double up. I can't shave. I'm on a weird new computer without any snagger or anything. So somebody's got to shave who's got that set up.
And I guess we'll need to see Zeno's screen.
Zeno, can you share
Oh,
again?
okay. And we're already
Okay.
recording the Teams meeting.
We
so
are,
this
so
is-
someone else will need to record the video.
Who wants
Louis-
the leaderboard bump?
Louis, are you able to shave this? Yuli will do the talking, maybe?
Sure.
Thumbs up from
This
Lewis.
is for this
No.
page.
What does
All right,
thumbs-
This-
3, 2, 1, go.
What's poppin', fam? We have a new request for YakShaver, please. Just Zeno, go back to Teams for me for a second there. In Teams, we now have this pill up the top right that shows you what level of plan you're on. So in this case, YakShaver Enterprise, and there's a View All Plans button. Now, if we are running out of credits, like we have none left or very few left, when you click that View All Plans button, clickety-click. At the moment, it goes here to a kind of a whole pricing page, which makes sense. The most likely thing they're going to want to do if they run out of shaves is scroll down and hit the booster pack, the credit pack, which is at the bottom of the page. So what we're thinking is if they are out of shaves and they click that button, then the credit pack should be at the top of the page because that's probably the most likely thing they need. But if they're not out of shaves or nearly out of shaves, it could be down here in the default position at the bottom. Nice. Thank you all. You may stop recording.
Recording stopped.
Very good. Carry on.
Great.
Great.
Thanks,
Oh,
Zeno. Good keyboarding.
Right. So that's the starter plan peel. Next, Caleb has done a new feature in the client portal, which is My Shaves.
Sorry, before we skip it, the done video for the portal setup, I did watch that. A little bit of feedback, Lewis. The video was fine, but the audio was rubbish. Just very tinny, like I don't know if it's bad mic or a bad room or something, but the audio was like
Noisy.
bad.
Oh, which one? The first one or the second one? Because I posted a second video on the channel. That was for the YakShaver channel, and that one got fixed up by Marcus.
Oh, okay, maybe I saw the first one. I don't know. I just clicked the link in your video, in your email. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that one was the unedited one.
All right, beautiful, sweet. Oh, that's good then.
Right.
Yeah.
Stephen has done a little bit of infrastructure for the service bus, so that's a prerequisite for watermark. Next, Caleb has something to show us. Caleb, take it away.
You're muted.
Sorry. So I've just shared screen. Have you guys seen? Can you guys see my
Yes.
screen? So it's just an update on the My Shaves feature. I'm not sure if I demoed this last week, but I've got the homepage, My Shaves working correctly, and I can filter with that, so I could look at my shaves from all time. I don't have that many in staging, so that's why I need to go to all time to see 3 pages worth of shaves.
Are they linked,
And-
by the way? Can you click through to see the actual thing, or?
No, you can't click on them.
Not
Should
at the
we-
moment.
Will you be able to?
I mean, the emails probably not, but everything that's a thing online, you probably should be able to, I think.
Yeah, I can add that to it.
That might be a separate PBI, but yeah, it'd be cool if you could see like the maybe the transcript and then the outcome of it or whatever other details we can dig up.
That's
So
cool.
in addition, thanks. In addition, I made a couple of refinements to the My Shaves full page view. So if you add multiple different filters to it, those all show up in the query params so that you can show the filtered list to someone else. And if you refresh it, then the filters that you just applied stay there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is there any? I can't see any at the moment. But is there a plan for there to be any actions here, like reshave or move PBI to a different place, or?
Yes, there is actually. That got broken out into a separate PBI just
Okay.
to get this sort of
Oh, fine.
in an MVP state
Nice.
before we
I
polish
like
it.
Now there's a fair bit of dashes there. Will that like be filled normally?
No, there's something a bit unusual happening with the staging data. I'd noticed there's a lot of shapes that don't have videos, and also the dummy data that I inserted here is a bit not very consistent because I took a lot of Stevens shapes.
I think
Like-
the answer is that the data is going to look a lot better in production, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. Nice. Okay. I'll grab the screen share back. All right. Next bit is Chanify. We now adding GitHub login in the YakShaver Chrome extension. So I'm gonna do a quick screen showing how it will look like. This is not functioning yet. So once you click the GitHub login, it will prompt you your GitHub account. And then once you log in, it will display your username on the top left corner, and top right corner will show the logout button. And then you could start recording using your GitHub account. So this is one step towards the free version of YakShaver, and it also will be available for the Chinese users.
Cool. So why is that a Chinafy thing? Isn't that just a GitHub extension? Sorry, Chrome extension thing?
Well, it's because we want to make it easy for everyone to use, and Chinese people couldn't use YouTube, and we were thinking about integrating Bilibili in the Chrome extension as well.
Okay.
So that we are working on it.
Beautiful.
Cool. And the rest of PBIs are still in progress, and they are allocated in the next sprint. Let's move on. Our core coverage went down. We are at 28.3%. That's because we have
big drop.
introduced new NuGet package, and that's why we have the percentage went down, but that shouldn't went down. We have PBIs to correct that, to exclude the new NuGet package that we use. This spring we have one production release, and the application health is looking good. There are a little spike here. That was a spammer from internet that tried to scan our endpoints, but it turns out to be a 4.4. Most of them are 4.4 errors, so that's fine. Monthly usage, we have Isaac, Matt Wixie, and Jeffrey on top. Product roadmaps, we are focusing on free version of YakShaver and also Chanify.
Is Jira, is that like an epic for Jira, or which epic is Jira part of?
Agent.
So we are planning to utilize Jira MCP server.
Cool.
But that's
Yeah, I'm
still...
hoping to on the upcoming brainstorming day that we've got in Melbourne in 3 weeks, I'm hoping that one of the teams can work on a proof of concept. Now that we've got the webhook functionality, we should be able to pass off to an MCP host that can implement arbitrary MCP servers, like I demoed in my previous user group, in order to handle it. And then obviously Jira would be one of the things that ideally we can do with that. So hopefully, we're working on it in the next few weeks.
Okay. And with the rollout to the waitlist, I think we found out that we didn't have much data on which backlog people were on.
Right.
So are we just going to sort of try and roll out to everyone and say, get it and use it with email if you're using Jira, or are we going to?
I guess so. That's probably better to do that and then let them know when we've got Jira than to just keep not doing anything and
Yeah.
only rolling out to very select people.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a lot of people who we could be starting to get feedback from. Although if they're using Jira, they're going to only be able to use it in a very sort of not.
Well, I mean, hopefully
scenario.
more people are using GitHub out there, you would think.
Maybe,
That's a pretty standard system.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's move on. Backlog stats. In the past 30 days, we have 114 PBIs created, 77 or 68% of them are created by YakShaver. We have completed 59 PBIs, so the net change is plus 55.
So those numbers are more realistic, right? We got rid of the duplicates and whatever else we were finding before.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, and
that backlog's still growing at a fair rate, Callum. How are you doing keeping it under control?
Yeah. I've been rather busy recently with client work, so it is getting a little bit out of control. Need to spend more time on it.
Maybe we need to use the deduping feature. Wonder how many dupes we have.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay. R&D, Louis was experimenting with FFmpeg to determine the optimal silence threshold, making sure we are detecting the right silence videos. Waitlist number, we have one sign up, but that one, I think it was a test from Rob, so don't get too excited.
Is there any way to mark, like to reduce the waitlist once we actually roll out to people? So like, for instance, customer 1.
I think we should just maintain 2 counts. So it would be like 1 out of 114. And then as we roll out to additional ones, we increment the rolled out to number.
Yeah, makes sense. I just want to make sure we are actually like the wait list gets marked off, like the item gets marked off once it's actually been rolled out to, so we don't try and roll out to the same button device.
Yep.
Are we able to label them in the form? Like label they rolled out?
We'll need to investigate what we can do in there.
Okay.
Worst case, there's a notes field, right? We can say done.
Yep.
Okay. AI tools, there's no change in the AI tools.
No one's using Qwen 3 coder?
No one's using Kimi K2 either.
Kimi K2 so last week, man. Now it's Qwen 3 coder.
All right, so let's get on to the retro. Quick retro. Overall, the team has sort of underestimated the PBIs that they were doing, and it looks like we haven't done much in the sprint. So what we decided to do is, if we are if there are additional PBIs or tasks that you realize needs to be done, create a separate PBI instead of sticking it to do everything in one go. So we should mark off PBIs that are done and then create separate PBI for additional tasks. That was the plan. So that's overall retro. Any questions? If not, then we will get into the planning for next week. Sprint 69. So in Sprint 69, we plan to continue rolling out to the second customer, and then our aim is to complete all the committed PBIs below. So there are a few important ones we want to highlight. Caleb will finish the My Shaves that's currently in review, and hopefully that can be done soon. And Tom is working on the support for webhook, and that's in progress.
Is that what will enable NCP usage?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's a step in the direction of Jira.
Yes.
Yes. And as we said, this is rolling out to second customer. So Louis will follow up with Yuli every day, send a message, say, hey, how it goes.
So feedback on that. The latest customer, I'm trying to get it working for. Since the videos are being hosted on our OneDrive or SharePoint or whatever, not theirs, they are requiring us to sign an NDA to make sure we're not like releasing that. that's probably like that's a particular response, but I wonder if that underpins a deeper nervousness of the customer base in general, that they don't have like those videos locked down. You know what I mean? Like we have access to those videos. I wonder if I don't know. I'm wondering if that's a big blocker for people. You know, we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, potentially. I think one of the places we'll eventually get as we continue down the Chinafy route is using different models for YakShaver, including self-hosted models. So that may be an eventual solution we can offer is, you know, if you are really concerned about sending your data out to other places, you could have everything running, all the resources and LLMs and all that running locally. But that is probably a fair
I don't
way
think
off
it's
at
so
this
much
point.
about the AI usage. I think it's about the video storage. So the actual video itself, we could replay those videos ourselves if we wanted to, right? So they prefer to have their videos in a place that only they can access. Like it can be sent up to the AI inside their AI tenant, you know, their Azure tenant or whatever. But yeah,
Right. Well, at the moment, it's all going through our Azure tenant.
Yeah,
so that would be another step as well. Would be provisioning their
Sure,
own Azure
sure. And
tenant.
I guess maybe that's an enterprise thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool, good to know. Just thought I'd feed that back because I'm just signed an NDA this morning so that someone's more comfortable with it.
All right, last PBI. So Tom will enrich the webhook payload. So that should include all the information that MCP needs. So that's all for next sprint. Well, cool. So that's all for the sprint. Any questions?
No, that's great.
That's great. All right. So that's all. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember
Where can we
to
find this video, Rick?
So this video will be uploaded to our YakShaver YouTube channel. So if you haven't liked our channel, please give it a like or leave a comment below. We would love to read your comments and see you next time. Bye.
Trick.
I love them.
Bye.
Frantic
Rick,
waving.